preparing to put a deck here. I moved the shrubs. Got the stoop. Be a nice deck. Come out to in line with the house, the wall. Come over, and then up. Probably a little lower than the stoop there, so just below the bluestone, and then come out. That should be looking nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to till this using the FG110 Honda tiller. Make this all fluffy so I can also dig down to move this sprinkle line. Move that sprinkle line over to here or something. I'm going to try that. Alright, here we go. Now, I have some underground wires. It's running pretty much underneath over here.
I didn't think I put it down that deep, did I?
I just probably have to pay attention to it. I better look for it first before I snag it. And then there goes mine. It's pretty fluffy as it is. I don't think I put it down that deep. Did I? Oh, there it is. Okay. So there's my underground wire. It should go all the way around the loop. Rear of the house. I'm just going to do all this over here. Whatever rocks it finds, it should kick up. So if these tiller is full throttle and let it dig in. Hear the rocks kicking up. And when it kicks up the rocks, it throws them out. a rock. Oh, look at that. Brick. Guess that was left over from the walk when they did it. Imagine that. Okay. Whew. That was fun. Okay, so that's all nice and tilled and fluffy. Now I'm going to start moving some dirt around. I'm going to dig a trench where that sprinkler stem is, to where I sort of made a plow area with the tiller. So I'm going to evacuate that, put everything into a pile, see what type of dirt I need, how much dirt I need to move. I probably need to move a whole bunch of dirt to form the deck frame. Obviously I need to get those deck blocks, and those are pretty tall to begin with, and then set up the appropriate foundation for that. But that's the tiller. My last couple of videos, I think what I did the grass. Came out pretty good. Put clover in the grass last year and looks pretty good, I think. Anyways, alright, back to digging. So I got my trench dog. Got a shadow. So new sprinkler's gonna go there. The old sprinkler's there, sitting standing at attention. So I dug about, I don't know, it's probably 6 inches, 7 inches down. It's a lot more than what I really needed, but when I dig just so it's there. It's probably best that I actually put it in lower, just in case the deeper you go, the more room you have for a bigger sprinkler head. So there, this is a right angle coming up. So I need, whoa, almost fell over. So I need 2 right angles so I can make a U-turn coming back the opposite direction. Thing is, do I have what I need to do that? Oh, someone's using the toilet. Okay, so let's go find out what I have in my bag of tricks. Well, here's my bag of tricks, or my box of tricks. Generally I keep tools and miscellaneous in here, and over the years from owning a home and having underground sprinklers, I just got bags and bags of parts. Because if you have an underground sprinkler line, you're not afraid to work on it yourself, you end up accumulating parts. Whether it be adapters, fittings, clamps, sprinklers, tubes, flags, you know, usually neighbors, friends, otherwise, well, you know, they say, oh yeah, having a party. Oh yeah, who's going? Oh, just friends and family. Well, who else would be going? You can invite strangers to your party? Yeah. So anyway, I was going to say, you know, just friends and family. Say, hey, I got a sprinkler, can you fix it? Yeah, I could fix it. And then I need an adapter or something like that, like a 1-inch bullet adapter, or a I don't know what else would it would be called. I call it a bullet because it looks like a bullet. I end up buying just a 12-pack. I go down to the sprinkler supply store. I say, yeah, just give me a box. And then I got a whole bunch of them. And I put them in bags. These bags are terrible because you can't really see through them. And over time, they end up cracking. I don't know what brand they are, but... Alright, so I'm looking for 2 right angles. And the size of the tube that we're working with is going to be 3/4. So that's the size. The difference between 3/4, this will be a 1-inch size. So you can clearly see that the 1 inch is quite bigger than the 3/4. Not quite enough to get in there, but this is a 1 inch and a 3/4. So I got a 3/4. So I'm looking for 3/4 adapters in these here. So this would be this bung here. That will be a 3/4, but it goes into a 1-inch thread for a rotator. What was that, a 3/4 inch thread? Oops. That'll be a 1-inch thread. It's a 1-inch thread. Got a whole bunch of 1-inch threads for rotators. You see what I'm saying about they just rip and crack and break? Well, all this is spray heads for pop-ups. That's what I'm pretty much going to use now for a little project. Oh, here we go. Here's a Toro. We'll replace the head in that. I'll probably just use this. I use everything that I own, not unless I explicitly, like, absolutely need to go to the store for something. I'll just try to find what I need. So I need 2 of these. So it says, right on the side, it says 3/4. Where are we? It says 3/4 right there, so it's a 3/4 fitting. So it'll be coming out, and I would need another one on this side to come back to make a full loop, full U-turn. So I need another one of these. And to the looks of it, I got T's, but that's not going to help me. One time I tried melting this and sealing it with a pair of pliers. That didn't really work that well. I thought it would, but it didn't. You need to actually get what you need. So these are 3/4 inch bullets. Oh look, I got another Toro here with a 270-degree spray head at 15 feet. Spray heads you can change. I'm not getting lucky in my box of tricks. So let's see what we can do to make something. So these are 3/4. What if I did this? If I did this, there's my U-turn. So I would just need a 1-inch screw, and there it is, 2 3/4. I think I'm going to do that because I have them. Otherwise, I would need to go to the store and get 2 right angles and crimp. You actually use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You'll use 8 crimps, where I'll just use 4 crimps and a screw adapter. So maybe that's what I'm going to do. This way I don't have to run to the store and buy anything if I have it, right? So I'll just tighten this down all the way down to the bung. Where are we? All the way down to the bung here. Just keep going. Just do that. Ho ho ho. The question is, can I go further around? I might be able to. Just one more time around. Oh, I think that's it. Down and up. Maybe I need to grab a pair of pliers. Grab a pair of pliers here. Where are we? Grab a pair of pliers and try to get it just perfectly. I should probably bring this down so I could see better, right? Oop. There we go. Choke up on the vice grips here. I mean the okay. Ooh, it's a little bit harder than I thought. I don't have. Okay, I'll show you the trade here. I'll do something like this. Okay, I'll do it against my belly. How about that? There we go. Pretty close. Perfect. All right, so there's my U-turn. This is my U-turn. So 2 3/4 inch spades or barbs, 2 3/4 inch barbs with a 1 inch threaded riser adapter, because these essentially would be 3/4 inch tube to 1 inch thread to a rotator nozzle. But since I have it, and I don't really want to buy a 3/4 inch to a 3/4 inch barb and another 3/4 inch to 3/4 inch barb with the right angle, I'll use this for my return. Coming back the other way. Cool. All right. Next up. Next step is next step would be the sprinkler side. The sprinkler side takes a 3/4 inch. It's a 3/4 inch. So I would need 3/4 inch to a 3/4 inch. That's a good question. Do I even have that? Let's go look for it. These are 1 inch ones. These are 1 inch bullets. There's a no-name brand here. This must have been a dirty, filthy. Must have. I don't know, I'm sort of like talking and not really making any sense. I apologize. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, we have 3/4 inch. What is this over here? The 3/4 inch here. That would work. But this wouldn't, because this is for 1 inch. The 3/4 inch tube, it's not going to fit that. If I had a 1 inch tube, that would fit that. You say, oh, it doesn't fit that, Drew. Yeah, well, what you do is you heat up the poly pipe, it expands a little bit, and then you just leave it right over and you're done. So I'll show you how to do that later. So, I'm not finding anything remotely that resembles a 3/4 inch barb with the 3/4 inch screw fitting. So you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to make one. So here we go, 3/4 inch barb with a 1 inch thread, just like this, because I have so many of them, right? I'll put that over here for now. And then we'll come over here to my miscellaneous. It's my funny pipe fittings, some miscellaneous fittings here and there. But here we have a reducer. We have a 1 inch reducer with a 3/4 inch bung, really, and that will fit my sprinkler. and I'll fit that into the 1 inch, and essentially it'll be 3/4 inch hose coming in, and I got my sprinkler. Because if I don't have to buy anything, is it the right way to do it? Technically, what is the right way? If I have it, I'm not going to buy it. This is the right way. So I'm going to tighten this up. And the right way is to actually go to the store, spend the $2.50 and get what you need, where you don't have to do this. But if you got it, why bother buying it if you have it? It's just going to be in the ground anyway. Nobody's going to see it. So let's see if I have something smaller than this large one here. This large bullet adapter. 3/4 inch. And that's essentially, you know what's funny? I could have used the one that's actually out there in the dirt. I could actually reuse this. So really, the one that's actually outside in the dirt, I'm going to probably reuse. Or I could use this. And this is brand new. So this barb is pretty sharp compared to the barb that's out there probably. Because the one that's out there is actually leaking. I didn't know it was leaking because it was buried 6 inches in the ground. Oh, here's something. It's filthy dirty though. And it's mashed. Look at that. See that? It's mashed. The threads are mashed on that one. Should throw that out. You use that for something that's going to start leaking, and it's not going to be ideal. So here's some threaded adapters that I have. All these are threads. So threaded adapters. There we go. It's a small little bullet here. And that will go in here with my sprinkler head. Three-quarter inch hose that gets heated and crimped and stuff like that, and that's the sprinkler head. Now we probably want to put a head in there. I got a driveway head here. It sprays, it says 4 feet by 30 feet. So it only sprays to the right and to the left. This one here is 15 feet and it's 180 degrees. I really don't need that much. I'm thinking that maybe I could probably use the screw in there and really tighten it down. And maybe it'll prevent the flow. I mean, I'll try it. So that screws in here like this, but in order to get this out without the water going, you just take it apart. Careful of the spring, the head comes off. Pull the spring, gently pull the stem, and then you can replace or adjust or install the spray heads. The spray heads you can buy individually, is separate from the stem. So you just screw that in like this, and then this collet here, you can adjust this later on when it pops up, but that's how it prevents it from spinning. It's got these teeth in there, and at the bottom there's teeth. That's essentially what the spring does. The spring holds this into place, and the water's off. No more water pressure, and it spins down. Hopefully there's an O-ring in there, otherwise this will leak like a sieve. Yeah, there's water. I mean, there's a sleeve, rubber in there. And gently, you know what? I screwed up. Scratch that! I haven't done one of these in a little bit. You want to pop this out, then put the collet on, because this has to go on before the collet, because there's an actual gasket right there. So you want to pop that out. It's probably easier just doing it like this instead of actually having it in the housing. There we go. So now it sort of just holds it together with the housings here with the stem. Put the stem in there. Tighten it up, and there's my sprinklers. So that's done. So the real question is, do I use this, or do I use the one that's out there in the dirt? I guess I'll just use this one. Alright, cool. So here's my system. My next thing is crimps. So 2 crimps per connection. I like using 2 crimps. It's a short connection. So 2 for that, 2 coming in, 2 going out, 2 at the sprinkler. So there's 6. Get your cutters, basically PVC cutters. It's just a guillotine or a guillotine. I don't know how you say that, but they're just so you got your PVC cutters and your stainless steel band clamp crimpers, which are just basically nibbles. They're wire cutters that are just basically nibblers, and these work great for crimping down the Ulticare clamp stainless steel clips. Alright, let's go back to the dirt. Okay, so put your gloves on because it's going to be dirty. When we use a torch, it's going to be hot. Where are we here? Can't see that. Where? Where's the business end? There's the business end. Alright, so we're going to cut this down. So first things first, I'm not even going to bother cutting the clip or saving anything. I'm just going to cut it as is right then and there. So I'm going to cut it back to where the bung is, or the barbed connection. That's it. Let it leak out, that's fine. That's why you dig the hole a little bit deeper, so you're not working in the mud. Always put your clamps on first. Real simple. And here's my U-turn that I made. I'm just gonna do that, I guess. So what you do is you take a torch. Any torch will do. Propane, MAP gas. I just have a MAP. Oh, for crying out loud. I just have a MAP gas because it's just easy. You don't need the match or lighter to do it. It's just press the button and you got a piezoelectric start. And hopefully I have enough gas in here. So you just heat this up just a little bit. So all you need is just a little bit of heat. Helps expand the plastic so you could shove the barb on. There's some guys, they just sit here and they just, once it starts turning a little shiny on the outside, you're good to go. Oh, it's probably a little bit too hot. It's thinner pipe. It's older pipe. You come over here and it's hot. You take your snips, you get on the crimps, and you just crimp it down until it doesn't go anymore. That's one. I wonder if that's okay. This is some really thin pipe. Wow. Okay. Usually I put it in an opposite direction, so if it gets pinched in one area, it'll help it not be leaking in another. Just crimp this down gently, and that's it. That's a good crimp. There we go. Yes, I know it's just a little bit too hot. I didn't realize that this original pipe, is thinner than the pipes that you buy at the big box stores. All right, the next step is to grab your piece of pipe and do everything opposite. You don't really need to cut this, it's already cut. So you want to sleeve on your crimps. Never forget your crimps. Heat it up, jam it on. Good enough. Over here. Try to get it on straight so you don't crimp on anything. And that's it. That's how you do sprinkler connections. Or you can pay somebody to do it. But like I said, you have a home that has sprinklers, get the parts. It's really easy to do. You need to do a modification like this. I want to put a deck in, sprinklers in the way. You can cap it, but I don't want to lose the line. It's here, so just move it. That's what I'm doing. I'm moving it. I'm going to put it over here. Okay. There it is. All done for here. So here I can fill it back. I can backfill it. Make sure I fill it in first over here. So when he's stepping on the dirt, this isn't bending down. But that's a good, decent connection right there. Good enough. All right. Lots of bending over though. Anyways, okay, so now we got all that. I'm gonna lay it in the dirt for back over there. So, I'll put it right there. I'm gonna come over here. Alright. Got tape. Be good if I had a pocket knife on me right now, but I don't. So I'll use the razor on the pipe cutter. And I'll undo the Gorilla tape that I got on here. 'Cause, you know, poly pipe, when you coil it, it always wants to undo itself naturally. Alrighty. Now we're just gonna lay it in the hole. Sort of just wheel it over. We got plenty of pipe left. Plenty of pipe left. So what you're gonna want to do is sort of just hold it in an area. So now that you have the pipe in, you're going to want to fill the hole to hold the pipe in place. Hold the pipe in place. I put my gloves on. So sort of just figure out where you want it. I'm just gonna step on it and backfill the hole a little bit to hold the pipe in place. Step on it, get it nice and flush in there. So the pipe will hold up and won't pop back out at me. So grab your sprinkler. Where are we here? I think I gotta move you over. Oh, the sprinkler is over here. The sprinkler's gonna be right down here like this. You want to put it here. You just get an estimate. I guess it's gonna be there. So when you sink it down, the pipe is going to be a little bit further ahead. So you want to sort of cut it when it's a little bit back or here. Well, you can always cut it more than what you need, and if it's too long, you can always cut it back. If it's too short, that's not good. And I seem to have misplaced my crimps. I mean my cutter. It's in my pocket. I'll never find it there. All right, I'm gonna do it right here. All right, done deal. This usually you should always try to put tape on the end so you don't get dirt in the line. That's pretty good. Maybe I'll cut it back a little bit more. Cut it back just a little bit. Okay. Got my crimps. I'll grab my torch. Put the crimps on. My sprinkler head. Fire it up. Get it nice and warm. Good enough. Put it on. Square. Drip it down. One there. And then one on the opposite end. Busy today. Good enough. And that's get the elevation right and the location, and you're good to go. Alright, so I get this filled in, and I'll show you the result when it's all filled in, which is pretty self-explanatory, I think. You know, I mean, it's just getting the elevation right. So you just find out where the line is going to be. Although I'm not exactly certain where my elevation is going to be, because like I said, I got to put a deck here, so this might actually change. I might have to dig this back up. I'm not even sure I'm actually going to keep this sprinkler, but this right there is fine. So you sort of just want to this is going to be just pack it in there, just making sure that you're not bending the sprinkler down as you're packing it in, but for the most part that's it. That's how you do it. And now I can continue on with the rest of the hole. And that's how you effectively move a sprinkler line or add a sprinkler line. Okay, I'll catch you guys later. Okay, so turn it on, test, and there it is. All sealed up. I adjusted it down so it wouldn't water so much. The walk. Maybe I'll adjust that once that's all done, but with the deck in front, you're not going to get wet if the sprinklers are on. And well, there we have it. All done.